Located just steps away from the iconic False Creek seawall in sought-after Yaletown, you'll find the property that we're about to view together today. Welcome to the Sub-Penthouse at King's Landing, otherwise known as Unit 2002, 1515 Homer Mews. This is a 2,673 square foot, 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom home listed for $6,488,000 by Heidi Skeen and Andy Skeen of Engel & Volkers Vancouver. My name is Cameron Phillips, and I'm a real estate advisor with Engel & Volkers Vancouver, and today I am so excited to share this home with you. So without further ado, let's head inside and take a tour. And welcome into the living space. Before we get into the grand great room, you'll notice that we arrive in a foyer. How many apartments do you find in downtown Vancouver that actually have a formal entranceway with room to take your shoes off, 2 different coat closets, and actually space to be welcomed into the home? With that being said, it's now my privilege to show you what might arguably be one of the most redeeming qualities of this apartment, the expansive, unobstructed western views. Welcome into this space. The first thing you'll notice is that we have floor-to-ceiling glass and these grand 10-foot ceilings throughout the home. We're looking south and west, so light is abundant here, as well as, like I mentioned, unobstructed views out to False Creek, out to the mountains. It is really exceptional. This is one of those views that is gonna look great on video for sure, but you have to take it in with your own eyes to truly appreciate it. What we're afforded in a home of this size is the luxury of space. This is the right home for someone who may be transitioning from a larger estate property down to a single level downtown lifestyle. And what someone in that caliber is looking for is the ability to truly spread out and have that home-like feel in the condo setting. That's what we find here. Take the living room, for example. Not only do we have this beautiful gas fireplace encased in stone, right at the corner, the apex of the view, but we have room for a full-size sectional. You could even put 2 additional chairs and really welcome all of your guests into this home with no lack of space. To my right, it leads us into the kitchen, which is the perfect combination between open concept as well as a little bit closed off to keep some of the mess away from your guests. Behind me, also one thing I want to point out before we get into the kitchen is this breakfast nook. The previous owner of this apartment loved to sit here and look out at the False Creek ferries going by on a summer's day or even a November day like today. It's still so bright in here despite the clouds. You feel like you're living in the sky. With that being said, let's lead us into the kitchen to show you some of the amenities that really make this a top-tier home. Let's take a look. So as we step into the kitchen, there's 2 things I want you to notice right away. The first is the quality of the appliances. We have Viking Professional for the range as well as the oven and the wine fridge, and we have a Sub-Zero paneled-in refrigerator immediately to my left. The second thing I want you to notice is the functionality. On one hand, we have this corner island, which sends us off into the views of the west, False Creek, the sunset in the evening, wonderful place to entertain guests, all seated here at your bar. But the secondary functionality is that we have some more private space actually for prep work or things that you might not want everyone to see. Take the pantry behind me, for example. This is a space where you can actually store all of your food goods, your small appliances, and have that space in this kitchen to really make it feel like a home rather than a condo kitchen. Of course, you've probably gathered already. This is very far from an average condo. This is truly a sub-penthouse at King's Landing, one of the best buildings in Yaletown, and that shows through the way that this kitchen has been thought out and designed. So one of the first things I mentioned as we entered this home was that we're standing in a space that is truly a great room. We have our living room immediately to my left as well as the kitchen that we just saw, but to my right is the other half of this grand entertaining space. First, let's notice the abundant area for a dining set. This is where you could easily entertain 10, 12 people Again, with those same wonderful views to the west, imagine a sunset dinner party here. And behind me is more of a family room type space within the grand area. So currently it's set up as an additional living space. You could also put a large television on this wall, make it more of the media space of the living room. Or an additional option is some people have taken out this wall and expanded it into the third bedroom to create an even larger flow-through grand space. Of course, this would not be a sub-penthouse without outdoor space, and that's located directly behind me. We have west-facing expansive terrace where you can sit out here, enjoy your champagne in the evening, and watch the sunset over English Bay. How beautiful is that? With this grand space, I want to show you the primary bedroom next because, like I've mentioned, we're facing west. We're going to go and see the east perspective now because that's how big this 2,600 square foot sub-penthouse is. So come follow me. Let's check out the primary suite. When you're looking for condo living, I often joke in Vancouver that it's the lost art of the primary suite, where it's always maybe a little disappointing or you're looking for a little bit more. But thankfully, that is not the situation we're in today. I am standing in the primary suite that has double exposure both to the southwest as well as the northeast. And the first thing I'll show you is that you have your own private terrace looking out over David Lamb Park, and these are all unobstructed views. There's always going to be view protection to your west for your sunset, as well as nothing's ever going to be built in David Lamb Park. On this private terrace, you're going to have the most beautiful morning light. This is actually probably where you really want to have your morning cup of coffee, in the privacy of your primary retreat. And to my right, we have an additional view out to the west, again with that corner glass. So while you're lying here in bed, it really feels like you are one with False Creek, you are one with the world around you, and that is one of the things that makes this condo so special, is that you feel so connected to Yaletown and the city of Vancouver. I could only imagine waking up here on a beautiful sunny morning, seeing the blue sky, the water, the park. What a fantastic place. But this primary suite is really only starting here because we run the whole length of the apartment. Let's go take a look at the primary bathroom. Now, if you're a loyal viewer of our EV exclusive videos, if you're not, you better subscribe, you'll probably notice that I don't often step into bathrooms, usually because the space isn't large enough to facilitate actually filming and discussing them. But that's not the case today. This is the primary bathroom, and it is huge. I have actually seen some bedrooms in small condos that are as big as this. So behind me is the full floor-to-ceiling 9-foot shower that also has a steam functionality. So you could really have your own spa-like retreat here in this primary suite. We have a full soaker tub, large vanity with ample counter space and ample storage, truly worthy of a sub-penthouse primary bathroom. But this is not all that we have in this primary wing. Let's go take a look at the closet now. Now this is what makes it truly a primary suite. Welcome to your large walk-in closet that actually has a closet within the closet. As you can see, we have full built-in hanging space, drawers, shoe rack, cabinetry. You have it all in here, and there's even a large window so it doesn't feel like you're stuck in the back of a bedroom somewhere. This is its own proper room, more of a dressing room even than a closet, I would say. This is a primary suite in general that really makes you feel like you're living in an estate home, and of course we'd expect nothing less when you were talking about a sub-penthouse at King's Landing. Now let's go and take a look at the other two bedrooms just down the hall. So as we work our way to the additional bedrooms, I do want to mention that this home has full forced air heating and air conditioning, as well as it's wired in for speakers, and there's automatic blinds throughout the property. Those luxury touches that of course we'd come to expect. With that being said, let's check out the second bedroom. This bedroom is a full additional suite. So we have a walk-in closet as well as an ensuite bathroom within the room. This is so much more elevated than a traditional secondary bedroom, and it makes for the perfect guest suite to really make them feel at home. Notice again the fabulous west-facing views, sunset views in pretty much every room in this home, which is so special. The walk-in closet is so much larger than you would expect and has those same built-in shelving elements, as well as behind me, there's even room for a small work-from-home setup and the additional bathroom right inside of this suite. This is just arranged in a way that makes it functional, practical, and high quality. Let's take a look at the third bedroom. Just steps from the second bedroom before we hit the third bedroom is the laundry room. And you heard that right, laundry room. The current owners took the laundry and built out this space rather than just having it stuck in a closet, which is so much more practical, where you have storage space as well as place to fold your clothing. Behind me as well is an additional room that's currently set up as a bar. Previously it was a wine fridge, so it gives you some ideas of what you can do in the future as well, as it's fully plumbed. Now we'll head into the third bedroom. As we enter the third bedroom, you'll notice the same thing of all of these rooms: expansive western-facing views and so much light. In this third bedroom, you'll find the space for anything you like. It could be that third bedroom space, or like it's currently set up as a home office, arts and crafts room, art studio, anything you want it to be. As we work our way back into the great room, I want to point out some of the details, like the crown moldings, the baseboards, and all of the elements that make this home feel so complete. Not to mention this phenomenal chandelier behind me that is such a statement piece in this living room. That's the thing I found throughout this tour. This property has the ability to showcase art, showcase design, and showcase the art of the landscape, which is those unobstructed views. There's few homes you find in Vancouver of this quality level, this ideal of a floor plan, and this A+ location. It's been so wonderful to be here today, and let me just tell you, the feeling you have in the home, thanks to these 10-foot ceilings and wall-to-wall glass, is expansive, it's bright, it just makes you feel good. And like I always say, if you like an apartment on a cloudy day in Vancouver, just imagine how much you'll like it when it's sunny and the golden hour light is streaming in here from these western-facing views. And with that, that concludes our tour of this beautiful sub-penthouse here at King's Landing in Yaletown. Special thank you to the listing agents, Heidi Skeen and Andy Skeen, for allowing us to come here and share the property with you today. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel for video tours from across the Lower Mainland. Leave a comment down below and let me know if you could see yourself living here, and make sure to give the video a thumbs up while you're at it. My name is Cameron Phillips. I'm a real estate advisor with Engel & Volkers Vancouver, and it has been my honor to share this property with you today. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.